I still hear their screams when I close my eyes. The ocean was black that night. It was cold, endless, hungry. People begged for help. Some called for God. Some even called for their mothers. But the water didn't care. It just didn't care. It took faces, voices, dreams, until the sea was quiet again. They said the Titanic was unsinkable, but that night, even heaven seemed too far away. Hi, my name is Lena. I was 19 when I boarded the Titanic. They said it was a floating palace. I wasn't rich, no pearls, no fine dresses, just a small suitcase and a head full of dreams. I was in third class, deep down below. Our rooms were small, but full of laughter. We shared stories, songs, and hopes for a better life. There was Ellen, a young mother with a baby barely one. She told me, when we reach New York, I will start over. Her eyes sparkled when she said that. And Tommy, oh my little Tommy, he was barefoot, wide, and always laughing. He told me he would be a sailor one day, and I said, then promise to sail back and visit. He grinned. I promise. But the ocean had other plans. The days were beautiful. The sea looked like glass. Everyone laughed like the world belonged to us. I stood on the deck that night, watching the stars, so many of them. They looked too close enough to touch. A man beside me said, nothing bad could ever happen on this ship. I smiled, and frankly speaking, I believed him wholeheartedly. It was just after midnight. A strange shiver went through the floor, soft like the ship's side. Then a scraping sound, metal against ice. People barely looked up. I remember a drunk man saying, it's probably nothing. But when I opened my cabin door, I saw water. Thin black water sliding across the floor, and it was huge and rising. That's when everyone began shouting, life jackets, get up, everyone, get up. I ran back up the stairs, the air colder with every single step I took. It all turned into madness. People running, crying, pushing. The officers shouted, women and children first, women and children first. But then, there weren't enough boats. I saw a man clinging to his wife. They tried to separate them apart. She screamed his name, but the sea was louder. Ellen held her baby tight. She begged, please take him first. The sailor hesitated, then took the baby. She watched as her child was lowered into the dark. Her lips moved. No sound came out. I will never forget her eyes. And Tommy, he clung to his mother's coat, crying. She looked at me. Lena, take him if I can't. I nodded, but she disappeared before I could speak again. The Titanic was dying, slowly, painfully. The band kept playing, slowly, painfully. Even as the deck tilted, they played soft and trembling music, as if sound could hold back death. Water rushed in through the hallways, the lights flickered, and then the ship made a sound I cannot forget in my entire life. A deep groan, like the earth itself crying out. The front of the ship dipped down. People screamed, jumped, prayed. And then a thunderous crack. The ship split apart. I fell. The ocean hit me like ice and knives all at once. I couldn't breathe, couldn't move. I grabbed a broken board. My fingers stiff, my body shaking, and around me nothing but screams. Then, one by one, they faded. The stars were too bright that night. The water was black like a mirror showing heaven and hell at once. Bodies floated around me. Faces I knew. Ellen Shaw, Tommy Shu. I whispered his name, but only the wave answered. I stopped fighting. I just stopped fighting. I drifted apart, half dead, half awake. The silence was heavier than the water because it means only one thing. It means no one was left to scream. Hours later, a light appeared. A rescue ship, the Carpathia. They pulled me in. My hands were stiff as wood. I couldn't even cry. When I looked back, the ocean was calm again, as if it hadn't just swallowed 1,000 souls. But I knew better. I know the sea remembers. The sun rose pink that morning. Too soft, just too soft for a world that had died. Out of over 2,000 people, only about 700 survived. I searched every face, but never found Ellen. Never found Tommy. Sometimes I still see them in dreams, standing on that deck, smiling like the ship never sank. I was just 19 when the sea took my world, and yet it gave me this, the memory that nothing truly dies as long as someone remembers. They say the Titanic could never sink, but that night, the ocean proved otherwise. It wasn't just a ship that went down. It was people, dreams, families. And maybe, just maybe, that's what hurts the most. We thought we were safe, but the sea reminded us how small we really are. I hope you got value from this. Please give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section if you would like to get more tales from Stels. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video.